WordArt is something available in Publisher to make artistic looking words. For example, what I'm going to do first of all is press F9 to zoom out, and it's not zoomed out enough. So I'm going to then go to the bottom right corner of my screen and click the Show Whole Page button. Now what I'd like to do is move to page 3. And what I'd like to do is insert a piece of WordArt in here. And I'm just going to click on this text box and resize it to make a little bit of room for my WordArt. To insert WordArt, I'm going to go to the Insert tab in the ribbon, and in the text group I'm going to click WordArt. And here's a gallery of styles to which I can choose. I might choose perhaps just this one. And now I type my text, so I'll type Publisher. If I want to, I can change the font. I might just choose Arial, and I could change the size if I wanted to as well, maybe 40. And turn on the bold or off the bold, and turn on the italics or turn off the italics. But I'll turn on the bold, and OK. And here's my WordArt. Just like any text box, I can move the WordArt just by dragging it by its middle in this particular mouse pointer. I can also resize it by dragging one of the placeholders around the outside of the WordArt. And I can change the height and the width. The sorts of things you can do with WordArt appear on the WordArt Tools Format tab in the ribbon. If I click away from the WordArt object, then it disappears. If I click on the WordArt object, suddenly I see the WordArt Tools Format tab. Now what I can do is change my mind about the style, and as I rest on these various styles, I can see what they would do to my WordArt should I click them. And there's more. If I hit the More button, I can see a whole pile of them, and I can just roll over them to see what they look like. So I might go with this one. I can in fact change my mind at any point. Maybe go with this one. So that's how you change the style. If you don't want to choose from the gallery, you can create your own shape fill. So I can roll over these particular colours and choose my own colour. I can also put an outline around the outside of my publisher like a border, but I don't want to do that. And I can also change the shape. As I roll over these, I can make it curve, up or down, or go into a wave, or any of these particular options. So you can create quite artistic options. So I might go inflate top. I can also add a shadow effect if I wanted to, just by going into the shadow button and choosing from the gallery of styles. And I can nudge the shadow down, to the right, to the left, and so on using these buttons. I can also add a 3D effect just by rolling over again these gallery of styles and choosing what I want. And again, the 3D effect, I can use these buttons to tilt it to the right, tilt it to the bottom, and so on and so forth. I can also specifically set the height and the width of my WordArt object using the height and width options to the right of this particular ribbon. If I wish to change the text, to the far left I have a button called Edit Text, and I can change the text. And OK. I can also increase or decrease the spacing between characters, making it very tight, normal, loose, or very loose. But I'll put it back to normal. I can also make an even height between uppercase and lowercase. And I can make vertical text if I chose to. I can also change the alignment by hitting this option here. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to rotate this text, and I have a rotate option here where I can flip it. So I'm going to flip it left 90 degrees. And then I'm going to drag it and move it over to the side of my page, and then I'm going to resize it so it takes up the length of my page. And I might change the style to something a little clearer actually. No, those are not going to do it, so I might change my 3D effects back to a more solid, no 3D effect. And then if I change the style, it still looks bad. Alright. And then move things to accommodate it. So WordArt enables you to create artistic words on your document or in your publication.